Hey everyone, Dr. D here bringing you 10 things you should know about the 8th Konami Arcade Championship, KAC for short. Since I primarily focus on DDR, most of my coverage will reflect that. The first thing you should know is what exactly KAC is. KAC is an official tournament hosted by Konami once a year. Since 2011, the tournaments include popular Bemani games such as Beatmania 2DX, U-Beat, Sound Voltex, Poppin' Music, and of course, DDR. This year there will be 13 events taking place on January 26th and 27th. At the end of each event will be a special Bemani live event featuring some of the most popular Bemani artists. More on that later. The second thing that you should know is how the event is organized this year. This year, the competition will be taking place on one of two stages, codenamed Red or Blue. This is done to minimize the duration of each event and to help with scheduling. To check which one is on which stage, check this graphic right over here. Up next at number 3 is the location. As usual, the finals and semifinals are held in Japan. And as in the recent years, this time will also be held at JPO. JPO is a yearly convention that takes place at Makuhari Mise. It's outside of Tokyo in the Chiba prefecture, and for those in Tokyo wanting to travel to the event, just take the KO line to Kaihim Makuhari and then walk to the convention center. Number 4 is a big one, how to watch it. Of course, if you're in Japan, you can just travel there and watch it in person. For everyone else, luckily there is going to be an official live stream on one of Konami's official YouTube channels. The event is already scheduled and I put a link in the description down below, so just click on that link and set a reminder and you'll be notified once it goes live. For number 5, I want to talk about the rules for this year's DDR competition. Every year they seem to like to do some tweaking of the rules, but this year they kind of overstepped that. It's a bit of an overhaul. So I'm going to check my notes to make sure that we get all the rules correct. 6 finalists are competing similar to how the Japan semifinals were. First round is going to be 3 matches of 1 versus 1. Chris only has to win 1 match to be into the grand finals, since he earned top seed in the qualifiers. Everyone else will have to be randomly seeded on the brackets the day of the tournament. There will be a total of 5 matches played to determine the champion. During each match, players are able to select one of their songs from an approved list, mostly consisting of 17s through 19s. Lower seed always chooses first, followed by the higher seed, and they are played in that order. Other players may not choose the same song and difficulty during the same round. The winner of each round will be the person who has the highest combined EX score of the 2 songs. In the rare event of a tied EX score, the winner would be whoever had the most marvelous combined on both songs. Got all that? Yeah, neither do I. Next up for number 6, I want to take a closer look at some of the competitors. First is FUNGAH, last year's winner and defending champ. FUNGAH currently has the most wins in DDR at 3 wins, though to be fair, only in recent years have more players from around the world been able to compete. This will be FUNGAH's 6th appearance at KAC. He first competed in 2013 when he competed in and won in U-Beat. Back then, Korea was not able to participate in DDR. There was much speculation if he'd be able to attend this year, since in Korea it is routine to fulfill mandatory military service for men, and he was expected to be enlisted before KAC the 8th. Fortunately, timing has worked out, and he's able to come back for what will be his final year and defend his title. Next up is a fan favorite, I Am Chris for Life. This will be his 3rd KAC competing in DDR. Chris is this year's top seed and was the champion at the 6th KAC. During the 7th KAC, the rules did not permit the defending champion to have a song pick, a decision no doubt that was controversial. Chris is looking forward to come back and once again take the title back to America.
I'm taking the title back to America.
Also from the States is FUNGAH. He seeded 2nd this year and earned a wild card slot. This is also FUNGAH's 3rd trip to KAC participating in DDR, with both of his past endeavors earning him 2 3rd-place finishes. He's looking to make an impression this year. Representing Asia this year is 513. He was the overall 9th seed. Similar to FUNGAH, 513 has participated in many KACs except for when his military service got in the way. He is very passionate and hoping to do his best during the final round this year. In Japan this year, we have Oshima and YUDAI. Oshima is more recognized by his former name, Brozani. This year, he seeded 5th and won the Japan East semifinals. He also won the very first KAC in 2011. He has participated in all final events with the exception of last year when he lost in the semifinals to YUDAI. Speaking of YUDAI, YUDAI is an up-and-coming player who has made tremendous progress in the past couple of years. He has an unorthodox playstyle where he uses boosts on the songs that he plays. He seeded 8th overall this year. This will be his first time participating in KAC in the final round. The 7th thing that you should know is that Konami will be revealing a special 20th anniversary cabinet. I'll have more to say on this in a separate video, but in short, the new cab will be gold in color and have new features and even bring back old features like LED foot panel lighting. There's lots of speculation at the moment on the new hardware and whether or not it'll usher in a new mix. But one controversial thing is already known. This year's finals will be played on this new machine. To take things down a notch, number 8 are the performances. At the end of the events on Saturday and Sunday, there will be live stage performances by some of the artists who create music for Bemani. To take a look at who is performing on which day, have a look at this graphic over here. Keeping things chill, number 9 is about the exclusive merch that will be sold at JPO and no doubt end up online by scalpers for quadruple the price. If any of these interest you, better get to the event early and line up. Oh, and bring a jacket. It's gonna be cold. Lastly, at number 10 is what is touted as the true championship, Super Extra Exclusive. Taking place the same weekend as JPO, Super Extra Exclusive tries to be what KAC can't, an actual competitive DDR tournament. This will be the 2nd year of the event, and it takes place on Saturday in AKIHABARA. It'll include competitors from all over the world. Be sure to be on the lookout if this is your fancy. And that's a wrap of 10 things you ought to know about KAC the 8th. If you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that like button and share the video. If you want to see more of this content in the future, be sure to subscribe with notifications on because I plan on making a lot more creative content going forward. Thanks for watching, and peace.